Why is Sheryl so afraid now that she got her answer? Now that she got what she has been looking for so long, after lifting every possible stone to prove the existence of the supernatural. Stay tuned in this video to find out what happened. How do you think Sheryl will react now that she knows? Now that she's gonna find out about her best friend being a witch? A little excerpt from The Mistress of the Abyss. I followed the instructions in the book, I continued, so I don't understand how it happened, Leanne said. Clearly you don't understand what's coming. You have no respect for these things, and I'm pretty sure you didn't say a proper goodbye to the entities. I just kept staring at Leanne, more confused than ever. I'm feeling so alone and vulnerable. She said, "You're into deep stuff, and you might need to do some research about these entities and find out what can be done to detach yourself from this. I know I've never shared this with you, but I have my reasons. I had a bad experience with my cousin in the past, and things didn't go well. I'll help you out, Sheryl. I just pray things do work for you as they didn't with my cousin Jeremy. He had a similar situation when he experimented with a witch board and got himself really deep into the realm of demons." Leanne continued saying that part of what brought her cousin Jeremy to deal with these demonic entities was that he was going through a rough spot, and pain and desperation took the best of him. That's why he agreed to deal with these entities through a witch board. Leanne continued, "I learned myself how to treat these forces, but at the time, I didn't have enough experience, so I blamed myself for not being able to do more for him. It was almost impossible to free him from the claws of evil, so he perished, and it's a shame because, in the end, your life is no longer yours. And even after that, you still have to serve them." So Jeremy, Leanne's cousin, had turned to the demons through a spirit board, a Ouija board, where he asked for his lost parents, trying to get an answer, trying to get the help from all the wrong places. And also, Leanne, back at the time, hadn't had that much experience as a witch. She was in her very early beginnings, so she wasn't that prepared in that moment in time to help him out. And Sheryl continued, "Confusion and desperation were the only things on my mind at that moment. Was I going to die? Will I have to sacrifice someone to get out of this situation? What the hell did I get myself into?" The more I listened to Leanne, the more worried and vulnerable I felt. It was hard to believe what I was hearing, as she was not the kind of person who would ever talk about something like this. I have known her for almost 5 years, but this topic never came up. At least now, though, I have somebody I can count on. I'm so grateful I have her, and as she said, I hope I come out unscathed. What do you think are the goals of these entities? Arayaroth, Evodet, and Sodraran. What's their goal towards Sheryl? What do they want to achieve through her, or using her as a conduct to perhaps become something else? Why are they working together as a soul unit, as a whole unit? As time passed, we embarked on our investigation into the identities of the entities. The further we delved into our readings, the more overwhelmed and fatigued I became. Leanne as well. I struggled to articulate my thoughts, but my determination to push through remained unwavering. On one side, the fact that Leanne was supporting Sheryl was probably her best motivation, her best support, but on the other hand, she still had to answer to these. She still has to answer to these entities, and she better hurry. I felt I was just getting to know a new friend, as she was hiding a lot from me. Well, Leanne was way more than just an attorney. She had some books related to spiritism, candomblé, santeria, and a bunch more of stuff that, of course, I wasn't aware of. My knowledge was quite limited compared to hers, to be honest. All that Sheryl knew at the moment was that Leanne was making a living fighting for people in the courtrooms, winning those battles, fighting for people's right and putting the bad guys in prison, basically. But this Leanne was a totally unknown person to her. As you guys know now, the two books Sheryl had back in her house were perhaps dropped by friends, dropped there by somebody that she probably don't remember. But in these two books were the instructions that she followed that opened the door to these entities. And Leanne said something important to Sheryl, that she had to use two books. These two books are meant to work together: the Soul Demonica and the Memento Mori. Why would somebody drop these weird books in Sheryl's house? Does anybody have this plan from the very beginning? Does anybody knew that she was gonna delve into these books? What are your thoughts on this? Maybe somebody really close to her, wanted her to delve deeper. And now this time it paid well. Leanne, besides telling Sheryl that she had to use both books in order to make a proper seance that she can control, in order to make the seance safe and secure for herself, and not just leaving this door open, or this dimension open to the entities. She mentioned also and highlighted that Sheryl did 3 possible mistakes. One of them, she had recited the wrong words. She had recited the words more than the times requested in the book. And third, she had attracted the demons, doing something that she does regularly. And you probably know what that is. I gave you a little background about her. What are your thoughts on what is the main thing that she does regularly that might have attracted the demons? On one of the simplest ways. And I want you to guess why is the reason for that. What attracted them to her? Or was that predisposed by somebody previously or years ago? My name is Pierre Gonzalez. I hope you are enjoying my channel, my content. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, to comment, leave a like if you like the content also, and share it with your friends or whoever you want to share it with. See you on our next video. Bye-bye.